Okay. So going forward, we have, key features of the Shelf Life Managed Credit um, platform. So you can access up to 100 million of purchase of inventory, depending on your revenue, as I mentioned earlier, and the set of parameters that will qualify you to access up to 100 million. Interest rates are completely free, so 0% interest rates, no upfront payments. The repayment structure, 4 to 6 weeks, zero collateral. And of course, once you make early payments, you can get discounts in your account, which is in the wallet. Also, there's 0% on logistics charges, 0% once you liquidate. Liquidation means, if you have a payment plan of 4 installments and you decide to pay off, prior to the due date, you will not be charged. We also have a personalized profile for each customer. So once you create your profile and you start making orders, you're able to track, what your history looks like. You can see the analytics as to the credit limits that you've, drawn down on. The statement of accounts, shows all the payments that you've also made. So this helps to also ensure the transparency that we portray at Shelf Life. This also enables a customer see what their historical performance looks like, especially for clients that are not keeping accurate records of their trade credit activities. As I mentioned, we also have the trade agreements that ensures that there's transparency and accountability between the two parties. This system is also a self-service. However, we have our relationship managers on ground to assist you across every step of the way, but it's a seamless process. So once you create a profile and you upload all the supporting documents, you're able to draw down and use the facility, without assistance if the need is not required. We also have a system of an embedded credit graduation, meaning that as you utilize credits, you're able to get a higher limit. Say you start with a credit limit of 1 million and you're utilizing constantly and you're making your payments as and when due, with your revenue tractions, going up, you're able to access close to 5 million or thereabout, depending on how your growth rate has been in your business. We also offer, as part of our new products that we're going to launch soon, is a referral system. The referral system is for clients who are managed credit clients and want to refer other pharmacies based on the service offerings and how they've been able to gain value from us. And the benefit is instant. So once you refer a pharmacist, you're able to get value into your wallet that you use to order products. Lastly, and most importantly, is you're able to track your record on the credit history. Oftentimes when you try to access funds from a financial institution or a bank, and you don't have any credit history, they usually start clients on a very low band or not at all. But with Shelf Life's products, we're able to report your credit activities to the credit bureau, and that forms a basis, for you to have some level of history on the bureaus as well. And it also helps in terms of, some individuals, when you want to travel, when you want to get a new job, they request for your credit history. If you don't have a credit history, it also affects your eligibility. So that's another super important aspect, and that Shelf Life provides for customers. Now, it's not enough to access credit. You actually have to utilize this credit, because credit, as we've mentioned, is like a magic wand on your business. You don't need to take my word entirely for it, because once you begin to see it, once you begin to utilize credit, you see the growth rate in your business. But you can't achieve that if the credit limits are just sitting in your wallet. So firstly, once you are approved for credit, you need to utilize this credit. And how do you do that? It means you need to make purchases on a regular basis. You can create a budget that you track, create a budget that ensures, okay, how much inventory am I going to need within this time frame? What are the seasonal reasons why I need to increase my inventory and draw down for that credit? How do I allocate a portion of this budget to settling my weekly installments? Because you understand your business, you know what your business circles are, you know what your estimates look like on a month-on-month basis. You have to allocate some level of value for repaying your weekly installments, which, as I mentioned, is a revolving credit. So the more you pay, the more you're eligible and the more you can access credit. Now, you also need to monitor, your credit ratio to ensure that you are utilizing above 80 to 85% of your credit limits. This keeps you on a high score, as a customer, meaning that you have to be consistent with your credit utilization. So as you're using your credit month on month, you're able to keep track as well. Also, most importantly, is paying on time and paying in full. Say you have a series of installments because if you're drawing down on your facility multiple times within a credit limit, you're going to have different multiple installments that you need to settle on a week-on-week basis. You need to track this schedule, and Shelf Life has made that abundantly clear, whereby on your wallet, you're able to see all the weekly installments that will fall due. So as a customer, you need to pay on time and pay in full. And by so doing, you're going to avoid any late fees or any withdrawn benefits, in terms of discounts. So if you pay early, you get cash backs into your account as well. Now, utilizing credit also helps you to evaluate your business growth, because you need to examine your pre and your post credit utilization quarterly. So after this webinar, you sign up to the Life's products, you assess credit, and then you begin to track. This is a good time. We're entering into another quarter. This is a good time to begin to track your credit utilization and how credit will impact in your business significantly. And most importantly, always communicate with the Shelf Life team when you require, clarity. Lastly, and most importantly, the benefits of Shelf Life's managed credit. Ismail has spoken extensively as to how credit, generally affects your business and provides you improved cash flow management, assist you with your strategic growth opportunities, because essentially you need to grow, you need to enter new markets, you want to establish new products into your line. So you need credit to assist you with that journey, and also your enhanced financial stability. I've mentioned that these times are quite unique in terms of the inflationary pressures, but credits at zero costs, it couldn't have come at a better time. So I implore all of you to, go back to the Shelf Life platform, sign up for credits, and if you're already on the platform, utilize your credits, as that's like the smartest way to approach credit in these inflationary times. Our new products, as I mentioned, are the referral system, and of course, your trade credits being reported to the bureaus. So thank you. I think that's all from my end, and thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Jumai. That was fantastic. So I will start with this video of a testimonial.
My name is Shelfliferx Experts. I am the managing director of Karak Pharmacy, Nigeria Limited. Patient well-being is my area of interest. That's why I actually settled in community pharmacy. Partnership with Shelf Life is very encouraging. I think it has really impacted positively on my business. Actually, I enjoy the credit facility we get. They give us stock and give us opportunity to pay instrumentally. And making it convenient for us to run the business. We appreciate that.
All right. Did you hear that? Hello? Okay, we heard it, right? I hope we were able to see that. The next thing that we'll be doing now is to go into the question and answer session. Thank you so much for the patience so far, for Mazi and for Kochukoke that has brought that question here. Thank you so much. We will be taking your questions, and we'll also take questions of others that have put their questions here. So the question taking session will be handled by Ismail, our Global Lead Finance, Jumai that just finished speaking now, and Esosa, who is our National Sales Manager. And I will just be coordinating. So we'll start with the first question that came from Mazi, who said, I'll read it out here for those of us that can't see. He said, congratulations to Shelf Life for this wonderful intervention. I've however noticed that a number of products in your portfolio are quite expensive. Going by the fact that you have a wide clientele base, hold on please, that you have a wide clientele base and that you get products directly from manufacturers, importers, distributors, my thought was that you would have the best prices in this sector. What are your arrangements towards improving radically on your prices? So I would want if Esosa is here to handle that question, and if Esosa is here, Sheung can handle that question as well. Is Esosa here?
Yeah, thank you, Wande. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for that question. So yes, indeed, because of our process of procurement, we have the most competitive prices in market. We understand the challenge with some of our SKUs in the past couple of months. We've expanded the SKUs to over 2,500 SKUs. While we understand the challenge you've raised about certain SKUs being, more priced than others, we'd like to state that in the past 3 months, we've had the entire pharmaceutical market has had very erratic pricing. We've had situations where pharmaceutical companies, tier 1 suppliers would give us 2 different prices within the space of 24 hours because of how fluctuating the dollar was. We pride in the fact that within the period, even if some of these price jumps were as much as 35%, and this is not just for shelf life, this is from the pharmaceuticals, from the suppliers. But we could, at those periods, be able to communicate with our clients what the current market value of those products were. We've had a bit of stability in the shortest period of a week and 2, and we are hoping that will get better as as time goes on. But we have selected those SKUs. We've looked at them again. We've looked through alternate suppliers, and rest assured that entering into the next couple of weeks, months, you would definitely see improvement in those SKUs that you have noted, specifically because we are getting a bit more stable than earlier in the year. But again, you have mentioned we have a spread of over 2,500 SKUs, and we could highlight, if we know this particular clientele, we could highlight some of the best prices out of those 2,500 SKUs in your market so that you can take advantages of the pricing in those particular SKUs. Thank you, Wande.
Thank you so much, Esosa. I know that Pam Ikebudu is with Abraham. So if there are further questions, you can always ask us here or take it up with Abraham. So we have another question here before we go to the question that was sent to us from those that registered. It's from Pam Uchechuku Okeke. When you say that repayment plan is 4 to 6 weeks installments, kindly break this down. Is the installments broken down into 4 to 6 weeks, which makes repayment weekly, or 4 to 6 weekly, which is like monthly repayment? That's the first one. The second one is, how am I sure that the products that I need are the ones that will be offered by Shelflife? If I can't get the particular products that I need, or the system determines the product I get, then it might affect repayments. The first one can be taken by Jumai, the repayment part. And then the second one, I'll see if I can show us the app now so we can see the product listing. But we'll take it one after the other. Jumai, please take the first one.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the question as well. Provides clarity. Yeah, so when I mean 4 to 6 weeks, I mean that they are split into 4 installments. For instance, you have an order that's valued at 1 million and you have an invoice generated for 1 million naira. It means that you're expected to pay 250,000 naira per installment within 30 days. So you're going to have first week 250, 7 days after 250, 7 days after again 250. So 4 equal installments. And if you're one of the clients that are eligible for the 6 weeks installments, which is, you have to cross the eligibility for 6 weeks. And once you're on that platform as well, your payment plan will be split into 6 installments. So let's say you have a 900,000. So if it's split across 6 weeks, you're going to be expected to pay 150,000 weekly. So I don't know if that provides enough clarity. Let me know if you need further explanation regarding that. Esosa, you can add to this if there's other parts that I've missed out.